What's going on YouTube? It's Dark Lord Destro making a video. My intention is to make this quick, but you know how it is. I start talking and go on 15 minutes. But I was talking to one of the guys on the friends list, and I've been showing him how to transfer files and stuff from the computer to the Xbox, and whatnot, and he was like thanking me for the efforts, and he asked me if I was getting paid. I said no, I'm not getting paid, and he's like, man, you should get paid, and you should ask for donations for making all these teams. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I made these teams and put them on the internet, on the website. My intention is not to make money off of it. My intention is really just to replicate the NFL and keep this game playable. Because I think by this time, if it wasn't for hexing or none of this stuff, then I would have been stopped playing about 3-4 years ago. So, but this video is basically, he was telling me about you should take a donation, this and that, But I think of anyone who should be getting donations is Mr. Flying Finn here. Now, he made the 2K8 editor right here that you see in front of you, and this is where it all starts at. Now, granted, people like me, if there was no All-Pro editor, I can use the old Hex editor and go in there and do it. But now the way that I make teams so tedious to where not only do I use 20 created guys, but I also change legends or generics into stars, then reposition them, change their height, weight, skin color, what have you. A lot of stuff I do, it's very tedious. And I wouldn't be able to pull it off with the Hex editor. I could do it, but it'll be so time consuming, I'd just say forget it. But with this All-Pro editor here, I'm able to do a lot of things. Good example, let's take Mark Smith. Now, Mark Smith, everyone knows, well, you may not know, but just give you a brief history, is that when the game first came out, when you played the game online, they had a gold cornerback named Mike Hayes. He played for the Raiders and the Patriots, I believe. Well, I don't know what happened. Maybe something to do with money. Something fell through. Therefore, when they made you update your system, when you logged on, it changed them to Mark Smith. So Mark Smith is a made-up person. So yesterday when I was making the 98 Arizona Cardinals, they had a gentleman on the defensive line named Mark Smith. You know what I did? Instead of wasting a created player spot creating a Mark Smith, I took the Mark Smith in here, and then I went into the Hex editor and I changed him into a different position, and then I came back into the All-Pro editor and I gave him, changed his height, weight, stamina, numbers and stuff to reflect the real Mark Smith. Now, unfortunately, with this All-Pro editor, you can't change the positions. I would like that fixed. I really don't want to go back to the Hex editor. I also like to be able to change throwing motions of a quarterback in this editor. But there's only one way to get that done. We're going to have to give back. It is time for the All-Pro football community. It is time for us Hexers to start giving money back, and that is me included. Okay? I don't care how much you get. $50, $10, $5, something. Everyone who hexes, or anyone who has benefited from hexing, donate some money, give to this man. I believe he will spend the time to fix some of the issues. As you know, you can't assign someone finessing power through this because it gives them Walter Payton scissors kick instead. Okay? And it's been 3 years and we haven't seen an update. So obviously the man's like, you know what? I've done what I did, but I wish somebody bring some money to my way and maybe I'll fix some things. That's the way I'm looking at it. It'll make it a lot easier for someone who's not, knowledgeable in Hex editor workshop to be able to go in and change a throwing motion or change the position of a particular player. So yes, that's what it's all about. I just feel that all of us who hex, who have hex leagues, who have any association with hexing on All Pro Football 2K8 whatsoever, we should all at least donate $5-10 to Flying Finn, and that hopefully by him receiving those donations, we could be in contact with each other, and he'd be able to fix some of the issues within this All-Pro Redditor. Because once again, I don't think 2K made the game anytime soon. And as you saw in my previous video about, them not taking unsolicited ideas and opinions from the public. So, this is what we start with. It's like the movie Friday. It's like Craig had cereal and he didn't have any milk. He's like, we ain't got no milk. What was his mother or his father said? His father, you better some water that shit, Craig. Same thing. That's what we doing. We just trying to drag this out. We're trying to add more water, trying to stretch the spaghetti sauce. Excuse me. Trying to make it last as long as we can. Because one day, all it's gonna take is flip the switch. We thought they was gonna do it about a month or two ago when they shut down some of the basketball servers, but they didn't. They kept this up for whatever reason they have. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to stretch it thin. And, my gut tells me there's still stuff in this game we haven't discovered, I figured out how to change kicking style. I figured out where to change the QB's ability to scramble out of the pocket and throw on the run. There's more to this game than what's in front of us. Coach P wants to try to find out where, when you play the pewter, you're able to, your quarterback will motion to the left, and then he's calling play, moving his arm and stuff. Then he motions to the right, then he goes back to under center. He wants to figure out maybe we can do that. One of my things is if you ever play the computer in practice mode, you'll see that the computer has formations that we don't have. I would like to have some of those formations. Maybe there's something in that roster file. Maybe there's something in the game that I can't see right now that we can find out what's in it. Just type in a random number. That's how we found the throwing motion. The play action motion. It was just someone just throwing a random number out of nowhere. And here's a play action. And then I went into the numbers and started playing with it and broke it down for you in a video that I had 2 or 3 months ago, explaining to you, okay, what's this and what's that. So I still think there's a lot of hidden gems. I wouldn't be surprised there's probably at least 2 abilities in this game that we don't know about. And all it takes for one of us to start putting in random numbers. When it comes to running style, you can change the running style of a particular anyone, really. But then, if you give someone, I can't remember the number because I did it on accident one time. I accidentally gave a running back the scissors kick. I didn't give him the ability, but when I changed his running style, I gave it to him on accident. So I'm saying there's hidden stuff in this game, and we still haven't figured it out. So. This is Dark Lord Destro signing off. I just want to say that. Just remember, man, it's time to get back. It's time to take care of my man, Flying Finn. So, you got any questions, opinions, or anything, comments, you know where I leave them. Talk to you later. Peace.